We are ready to call this joint meeting of the City Council, successor agency to the Redevelopment Agency, the Public Finance Authority, Public Utility Authority, Housing Authority, Paris Joint Powers Authority, and the Paris Community Economic Development Corporation of the City of Paris. This Tuesday, April 25th, 2023, at 6:34 p.m. We will also be having Councilman Rabb is joining us via Zoom from Garden Grove area, as it's been posted on the agenda at 11999 Harbor Boulevard in the city of Garden Grove. Madam Clerk, can we have roll call, please?
Sure. Councilmember Corona.
Here.
Councilmember Rabb.
Here.
Councilmember Rogers.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Nava.
Present.
Mayor Vargas.
Present, thank you. Item 3 is our invocation, Pastor Terry Wells from the First Baptist Church of Paris. If you'd please stand and join us and remain standing for item 4, which is our Pledge of Allegiance, which will be led by Councilman Corona.
Invite everybody to pray, if you will. Heavenly Father, we come to you right now. Just thank you for another day, another opportunity for minds to come together. We invoke your presence of peace, of love and joy, of goodness and kindness. Allow each and every one that's in this room, Heavenly Father, be able to receive the knowledge that it's going to be brief, but most importantly, allow them to get the understanding. And allow Mayor Vargas and all the council members and elected staff, allow them to have the wisdom to apply it in an appropriate way that it benefits all people. We thank you for your hand in Paris, and that Paris still be the beacon that you have called them to be. We thank you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. Okay, please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Right hand over your heart. Ready? Begin.
Thank you, Pastor. Okay, item 5 is report on closed session items. Mr. Koo.
Thank you, Mayor. The City Council met in closed session on the items listed on the agenda. No reportable action was taken.
Thank you. Item 6 is presentation and announcements. 6A is a presentation of a proclamation to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And this will be introduced by myself. And then item B is going to be a presentation on the proclamation commencing Municipal Clerks Week. I believe we have a video for this one. All right, so what I'm going to like to do is, because ultimately I'll have you do your video first. I'm going to read both proclamations off from the dais, and then we're going to step down and present the proclamations to our guests. We have with us from Make-A-Wish, we have Kelly Moran, excuse me. You're right there in front, okay. Does that work for you? Okay, thank you. All right, so the municipal clerks is going to be presented by Director of Administrative Services, Ms. Saida Amoskar.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, Honorable Mayor, members of the City Council, and city staff. April 30th through May 6th is National City Clerks Week. In honor of this very important recognition, I would like to appreciate City Clerk Nancy Salazar for her key role in public service within the city and the Paris community. The City Clerk's office handles city records management and provides many essential services to Paris residents and to our staff. We do have a short video highlighting what we do and the importance of our historical records preservation for this wonderful, great city. Before we begin the video, I would like to simply introduce and thank my staff here. We have Assistant City Clerk Judy Hani. Judy, if you wanted to wave at this time. I also have our administrative technician 2, Christina Pedrosa. And last but certainly not least, our second Administrative Technician 1, Ms. Heidi Flores. We all practice the wave, so thank you for all of your hard work, ladies, and it is an honor for me to serve, and it's an honor and a privilege to work with City Clerk Nancy and our amazing team. And now the video, please.
Hello, City of Paris. I am your City Clerk, Nancy Salazar, and today we are recognizing the hard work and dedication of the staff members in the City Clerk's office who help to keep our city running smoothly. Since incorporation in 1911, Paris has grown and developed into a thriving city with a rich history and diverse community. The City of Paris has had many dedicated city clerks throughout its history who have played a vital role in the city's development and historical record collection. Among our most valuable and precious artifacts, we find the first resolutions, handwritten minutes, ordinances, the key to the city, published books about our city, news journals, articles, and many more. Municipal clerks are often the first point of contact for residents who need city records such as resolutions, ordinances, minutes, and perform numerous tasks such as preparing agendas, recording documents, and providing election services. They work tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure that our local government functions effectively and efficiently. This week, the City Clerk's Department would love to share a little history with our Paris residents and staff. I'd like to invite you all to City Hall, to our lobby to see our display on May 2nd from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. in recognition of celebration of the 54th Annual Municipal City Clerks. We are displaying a collection of the city's historical documents and memorabilia, including original handwritten resolutions, ordinances, minutes, city scrapbooks, and much more. So this week, let's take a moment to say thank you to our City Clerks team. Your hard work and dedication are truly appreciated, and we couldn't do it without you. Happy Municipal Clerks Week.
Okay, I still don't get this. Are we going somewhere? Nobody talked about that, so. All right. Oh, okay. That's what I thought. They had the wave going. All right, very good. That was a good job on the video. Everett, you know what to do with that video too. It went kind of fast. I was trying to read the dates and I was jumping, so I'd like to go back and it's good history there. All right, so that being said, I'm going to read you your proclamation first since we're on that topic, and then I'll move on to World Wish Day. So from the City of Paris proclamation, whereas the office of the municipal clerk, a time-honored and vital part of local government, exists throughout the world, and whereas the office of the municipal clerk is the oldest among public servants, and whereas the office of the municipal clerk provides the professional link between the citizens, local governing bodies, and agencies of government at all other levels. And whereas the municipal clerks have pledged to be ever mindful of their neutrality and impartiality, rendering equal service to all. And whereas the municipal clerk serves as the information center on functions and local government and community. And whereas municipal clerk continues to strive to improve the administration of the affairs of the office of the municipal clerk through participation in education programs, seminars, workshops, and annual meetings of their state, provincial, county, and international professionals organizations. And whereas it is most appropriate that we recognize the accomplishments of the office of municipal clerk. And now therefore be it resolved, the mayor and the city council of the City of Paris, California do hereby proclaim the week of April 30th through May 6, 2023 as Municipal Clerks Week. and further extend appreciation to our municipal clerk, Nancy Salazar, and to all municipal clerks for the vital services they perform and their exemplary dedication to the communities they represent. This is being done on this day, this 25th day of April 2023. Okay, moving on to the proclamation of Make-A-Wish Foundation. This is always a good thing to do, and we appreciate that. So with us today, as I indicated, we do have Callie Moran, the volunteer of Make-A-Wish for Orange County and the Inland Empire. And the proclamation from the city is World Wish Day, whereas every year on April 29th, Make-A-Wish celebrates World Wish Day. This marks the anniversary of the wish that inspired the creation of Make-A-Wish, of that Chris, is it Gracus? His wish was to be a police officer for the day. Whereas even the smallest bit of help can change the perspective of children who are living with critical illness, turning their impossible into possible and making children's faces light up with joy is the goal of each wish journey. Whereas every 20 minutes, a child is diagnosed with critical illness, and Make-A-Wish Foundation has a mission to grant a wish of every eligible child. Whereas for every wish they grant, there are 3 more children with critical illness whose wishes would need financial support. Whereas Make-A-Wish, Orange County, and the Inland Empire celebrates its 40th anniversary of granting over 7,800 wishes to children with critical illness in Orange, Riverside, and San Bernardino County. Whereas 95% of the alumni felt more hopeful for their future after their wish, we believe that, just as they have for the last 40 years in Riverside County, which experiences will continue to play a vital role in a child's treatment, serve as an encouragement on a family's journey, and provide a source of inspiration for millions of people. Whereas 90% of medical professionals said they have observed children increasing their compliance with treatment after learning they would receive a wish. Wish parents and families see their child's wish as a turning point in their treatment, giving their child strength a sense of empowerment. Medical professionals report that a wish is a necessary part of a child's treatment. Whereas World Wish Day is a national Make-A-Wish event that commemorates 43 years since our first wish and celebrates our mission of creating life-changing wishes for children with critical illnesses. Now therefore, I, Michael Vargas, the mayor of the city of Paris, and the city council of Paris, California, do hereby proclaim April 29th as World Wish Day throughout Paris, presented on this 25th day of April, 2023.
Thank you, Mayor Vargas. My name is Kelly Moran. I am a wish granter with Make-A-Wish and a member of our Speakers Bureau. On behalf of Make-A-Wish, Orange County, and the Inland Empire, I wanted to thank you for recognizing World Wish Day. As you heard, World Wish Day is observed annually on April 29th, and it is the exciting day that we get to celebrate the creation of the first wish. And as you heard a little bit about, that first wish took place in Phoenix, Arizona, when 7-year-old Christopher wished to become a police officer. His family, his friends, and his community rallied around him to try to make that a reality, and we celebrate that every day after that so that we can honor Christopher and honor all of the wish children who are battling critical illnesses. Since that day, 43 years ago, Make-A-Wish has celebrated over 500,000 wishes worldwide. Here, our local chapter has been open 40 years, and we're celebrating 40 years of granting wishes for children with life-threatening conditions in Riverside, Orange, and San Bernardino counties. This proclamation gives hope to those children. This gives them the inspiration to believe in what would seemingly be impossible. You have brought to reality and to Paris the ability for people in this community to understand how important it is to inspire not just the wish children, but their families as well. You know, just to tell you a little bit about Make-A-Wish, we grant wishes of all different kinds. Wishes to have, wishes to be, wishes to meet, wishes to go, wishes to experience, and even wishes to give back. Whether you want to experience your dream career or meet your favorite celebrity, or as I was lucky enough to grant once, become a merman for the day. Nothing is beyond Make-A-Wish's power. So we thank you for this opportunity to recognize what Make-A-Wish does for this community. We thank you for drawing attention to the need for donors here locally in Riverside County, in the city of Paris, across the state of California and nationwide. And I welcome anyone that is looking for more information to come look at our website, wish.org/OCIE, or to look online at Make-A-Wish OCIE at all of the social media platforms. Get involved. I will tell you, it is the most rewarding part of my day. I'm a lawyer by trade, and I always tell people I don't always see the best part of the world around me, but getting the experience of Make-A-Wish, volunteering my time there, renews my faith in the community as a whole, because you see how people come together to make sure that the experience for those children who really need it and for their families is made amazing. So thank you for this. Thank you for the proclamation, and thank you for the support of our organization.
Thank you. Okay, we're going to step down now. We'll take photos with the proclamation, and then we'll come back and I'll allow time for the council to make any comments for both parties. I don't need this again. I already spoke. Come on.
Thank you. Thank you. It's so nice to meet you.
Come on, guys.
Thank you for what you do.
Nance?
Are we doing the picture? Oh, I'm doing picture.
Let me give over here.
Awesome. All right, guys, look up. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2. You look gorgeous. Pretty smile. Everybody say Nancy. Nancy. Gorgeous.
Come on, Caesar. Chloe, come on. Come on, Chloe.
Let me do my quick.
So let's,
Do I go make my comment over there?
no, go ahead, you can,
Do it here? Okay.
wait till we get up there.
Okay.
All right, we're going to hear now from our city clerk, Nancy Salazar.
Good afternoon, Honorable Mayor, members of the City Council, and city staff. Thank you for this proclamation. It has been an honor to serve as your city clerk for the past 10 years. I would like to thank Judy, Christina, and Heidi for all that they do on a daily basis. Can't thank you enough. And this is for you, ladies, honestly. Thank you so much.
All right, Council, this will be our time to make comments. We'll start with the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So, Mayor Pro Tem, you want to make a comment?
Thank you so much for the opportunity to shine light on this beautiful organization, and I truly commend and appreciate all that you do, as well as everyone in your team. So thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Councilman Corona?
I think Councilman Nava did a fantastic job, but you know it's such a wonderful program. You know when people hear about it, and you know all the things that they do, and the different people that participate in it, from celebrities to athletes and stuff like that. You know, I think one of the biggest ones is like John Cena or something like that. So just great to see you come out and bring recognition to a wonderful program. Thank you.
Councilwoman Rogers?
It's always a blessing to have a young child that has dreams and aspirations, and to be able to give them that one day where they might want to go to Disneyland or be a police officer or be a basketball player, and to let them meet the celebrity of their dreams, or someone that they want to mentor them or to look up to. So the organization has a definite purpose. And thank you for volunteering and being a spokesperson for such a worthy organization. Thank you.
Councilman Rab?
Yes. I'd like to thank the Make-A-Wish Foundation for everything that they do. We greatly appreciate your efforts to help bring joy to children facing numerous challenges. So once again, thank you for the organization. Thank you for coming out today and sharing some more details about the organization.
So for me, it's ditto, 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 ditto. I was a police officer, and I know what it's like to put a smile on a kid's face. And you know what you guys do, as my colleague said, it's very inspirational. And just to make a child have that smile or make a wish come through, I mean that's priceless. So thank you again. It's always a pleasure to create a proclamation for this special day. And thanks for coming down personally. Okay, Council, now we're working on our City Clerks, Municipal Clerks Weeks. Who wants to start with that one? Okay, thank you, Mayor Pro Tem.
First and foremost, congratulations, Nancy, and thank you for doing your job so well, as she's typing away at the moment. And to her team as well, thank you so much. You have always been a source of help for me, so thank you so much, and I look forward to participating in the upcoming event.
Councilwoman Rogers?
Nancy, it's wonderful to see you get your recognition today. You and your team do a remarkable job, and that slideshow was wonderful with the history of all of the previous city clerks, and I got to work with a couple of them myself. And Judy is still here, and Judy was one of our city clerks, and Christina and Heidi, you do a wonderful job supporting Nancy, and thank you so much for all that you do for the city.
Councilman Corona?
I do want to give a thank you to Nancy and the rest of her team. I know Judy does for all the questions that we have, especially during campaign season and all these documents, 460s and all this other stuff. She's a go-to person. She's an expert on all that stuff. So big thank you to everybody that's involved. It definitely takes a team to help run that entire department. Thank you so much.
Councilman Rab?
Yes, just want to wish all of our city clerk staff a happy Municipal Clerks Week, particularly Nancy and Judy. You guys have been consummate professionals. The whole team has been consummate professionals, and really enjoyed the video. And I think, it's been really a pleasure to work with each and every one of you and review many of the old records dating back well over 100 years ago.
So true, and ditto, 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 ditto. But yeah, I mean, you talk about some history, and as even the video, you know, you were you were the first ones there, not you, but somebody else. But I try to do my best to remember, and it's been a long history with our city clerks. You know, we forget that you are elected officials yourselves too. It's not just us on the dais. We are the council, and the mayor, but you are an elected person as well, and we have to recognize that, and we appreciate all that you do. I know meeting nights are always long, and to have your family here, that's nice to have them supporting you, and that goes to you as well, Judy, from your past experience as a city clerk. And then the two young ladies there, I don't know what the plans are still with this, I'm waiting, but you guys are a good support team there, and I know I rely on you guys a lot from my office, so I appreciate everything you guys do. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to get off the ship now, and we're going to move on to item 7. This is our Youth Advisory Committee communications, which will be given by Alexa Flores, our president of the Youth Advisory Committee.
Honorable Mayor, members of the City Council, and City staff. Good evening. Hello, my name is Alexa Flores. It is a pleasure for me to hold the position of President for YAC. I will be providing you with an update on the most recent and forthcoming YAC events. To start, YAC recently volunteered to assist with the Color Fun Run. Members were assigned to different stations along the route, prepared with different colored powder. As runners passed by, we would throw the powder into the sky, creating a colorful and festive atmosphere. In addition to assisting with the color portion of the run, YAC also helped with the Kids Corner cleanup process. They collected discarded color powder and other litter, ensuring that the event site was left in pristine condition. Also, on Friday, May 5th at the Statler Youth Center, YAC is excited to host Open Mic Night. This event is free to the youth in the community and serves as an outlet for creative individuals to express themselves in a supportive and welcoming environment. Open Mic Night will start at 7 p.m. and runs until 9 p.m. Furthermore, YAC will be at the first annual Cinco de Mayo festival hosted by the city. YAC members will arrive early in the morning to help set up the festival. They will assist with putting up tents, tables, and chairs, and help to decorate the area with festive Cinco de Mayo decorations. During the festival, YAC members will oversee an obstacle course for the kids in attendance. The obstacle course will be designed to be both fun and challenging. YAC members will ensure that everyone who participates has a great time. Moving forward, YAC has recently announced that our recruitment period is now open. Applications are available on the city's website. YAC is looking for teens between the ages 11 and 17 who are interested in civic engagement and community involvement. Being a member of YAC is an excellent opportunity to develop leadership skills, learn about local government, and making a positive impact in the community. It is also a great way to meet new people and form connections with other youth who are passionate about making a difference. The application deadline is July 21st at 7 p.m., and applications must be turned in at the Statler Youth Center at 120 North Paris Boulevard. The selection process will take place over the following weeks, and those chosen to serve on YAC will be notified via mail. If you or someone you know is interested in applying or to be part of the Youth Advisory Committee, visit the city's website and download an application. Finally, YAC would like to remind everyone to please follow us on social media at Paris YAC for more updates and upcoming events. For more information on YAC or any events discussed today, feel free to dial the Statler Youth Center, and YAC would like to remind everyone to remain safe and healthy. Thank you.
Thank you. Item 8 is our public comment. This is a time when any member of the community may bring a matter to the attention to the mayor of the city council that is within our jurisdiction and is not on the agenda. Madam Clerk, do you have any requests to speak?
No, sir.
Anybody in the audience wishing to speak at this moment on any item not on the agenda? All right, we'll move on to item 9.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
before we move on, we have to check to see if Councilmember Rab has anyone.
Oh, yes, very good. Councilman Rab, anybody at your location wishing to speak?
Nobody's here.
Okay. Got to check anyway. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Koo. Item 9, approval of minutes. 9A is consideration to approve the minutes of the regular joint meeting held on April 11th, 2023 of the City Council and all the other agencies as listed on our agenda. If there are no questions, entertain a motion to approve. Have a motion by Mayor Pro Tem Nava, second by Councilwoman Rogers. And just so everybody does understand, because we do have one person via Zoom, we're going to do roll call votes, so please call a vote.
Councilmember Corona,
Yes.
Councilmember Rab,
Yes.
Councilmember Rogers,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Nava,
Yes.
Mayor Vargas.
Yes,
5-0, motion approved.
thank you. Item 10 is our consent calendar. Consent calendar items are normally enacted in one motion. The mayor or city council may remove a consent calendar item for a separate action. We will have public comment and allow it for 3 minutes. Council, anybody have any requests to pull an item? All right, and seeing none, and David's not raising his hand, I'll entertain a motion. Do we have any requests to speak on this item?
No, sir.
Anybody in the audience wishing to speak on this? All right, I'll entertain a motion for 10A through 10E.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes,
before we proceed, we have to check for public comment at Councilmember Rabb's
I
location.
did ask them.
No, for this item, nobody's here.
Yeah, I did. Well, I said I didn't see him raise his hand, so. Okay, I have a motion by Councilwoman Rogers, second by Mayor Pro Tem Nava. Please call a vote.
Councilmember Corona,
Yes.
Councilmember Rab,
Yes.
Councilmember Rogers, Mayor Pro Tem Nava,
Yes.
Mayor Vargas.
Yes.
5-0, motion approved.
Thank you. Item 11 is our public hearings. 11A is consideration to adopt proposed resolution number next in order regarding annexation of DPR 21-00001 to the city's maintenance district. DPR 21-00001 is located on Wilson Avenue. And this is going to be presented by our interim city engineer, Mr. John Bergazami.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor, council members. Dulce Diaz with Wildan. She'll be representing the item before you. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Good evening, Honorable Mayor and council members. DPR 21-0001 is a construction of a 154,000 square foot industrial building on 9.96 acres. This project, again, is located on Wilson Avenue, south of Ryder Street. As a condition of approval, the project is required to annex into the city's maintenance districts to pay for the benefits and annual costs associated with the project once it is developed. The proposed maximum annual assessment for the project is $4,639. On February 28th, the City Council approved the resolutions initiating the annexations for this project and set the public hearings for tonight. At this time, staff is asking the mayor to open and close the public hearings. Following the hearings, the city clerk is to open the ballots. There is one ballot per district. If there is no majority protest, then the city council can consider the approval of the resolutions confirming the annexation. Unless there are any questions, that concludes my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Dulce. Council, anybody have any quick questions or comments for clarifications? You okay, Dave? All right, I'm going to open up the public hearing. Madam Clerk, do I have any requests to speak?
No, sir.
Anybody in the audience wishing to speak on this item? Garden Grove, do you have anybody over there?
Nobody here.
Okay. We're going to close the public hearing, and I'll call on the city clerk to open the 3 ballots.
City of Paris annexation of DPR 21-00001, maintenance district number 84-1. The ballot is marked yes. City of Paris annexation of DPR 21-00001 to benefit zone 169, landscape maintenance district number 1. The ballot is marked yes. City of Paris annexation of DPR 21-00001 to benefit Zone 134, Flood Control Maintenance District Number 1. The ballot is marked yes.
Thank you. Okay, at this time, I'll call for a motion on the three resolutions. Have a motion by Mayor Pro Tem Nava, second by Councilwoman Rogers. Please call a roll call vote.
Councilmember Corona,
Yes.
Councilmember Rabb,
Yes.
Councilmember Rogers,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Nava,
Yes.
Mayor Vargas,
Yes.
5-0, motion approved.
Thank you. 11B is consideration to adopt proposed resolution number next in order regarding annexation DPR 21-00001 to CFD 2001-3, which is a North Paris Public Safety District, annexation number 55. DPR 21-00001 is located on Wilson Avenue. And this will be introduced again by Dulce Diaz. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Mayor and council members, this item is for the annexation of the project I previously presented on. Therefore, we request that the city opens a public hearing on this annexation. If there are no protests, adopt a resolution calling for the special election. The property owner has waived the waiting period, so we may conduct the special election tonight. Finally, once the election is conducted, adopt a resolution declaring the result of the election, ordering the annexation, and direct the recording of the notice of special tax lien. And I will be available if there are any questions.
Thank you. Council, anybody have any questions for clarifications? Okay, at this time, I'm going to open up the public hearing. Madam Clerk, do you have any requests to speak?
No, sir.
Anybody in the audience wishing to speak on this item? Councilman Rabb, anybody from Garden Grove? All right, I'm going to close the public hearing. I'll call for a motion on the first resolution. I have a motion by Councilman Corona, second by Mayor Pro Tem Nava. Please call a roll call vote.
Councilmember Corona,
Yes.
Councilmember Rabb,
Yes.
Councilmember Rogers, Mayor Pro Tem Nava,
Yes.
Mayor Vargas,
Yes,
5-0, motion approved.
thank you. Madam Clerk, will you open up the ballot, please?
Community Facilities, District Number 2001-3, North Paris Public Safety of the City of Paris, Annexation Number 55, Special Tax and Appropriations Limit Election. The ballot is marked yes.
Thank you. Okay, I'll call for a motion on the second resolution. I have a motion by Councilwoman Rogers, second by Councilman Corona. Please call roll call vote.
Councilmember Corona,
Yes.
Councilmember Rabb,
Yes.
Councilmember Rogers,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Nava,
Yes.
Mayor Vargas,
Yes,
5-0, motion approved.
thank you. 11C is consideration to adopt proposed resolution numbers next in order regarding annexation of DPR 21-00001 to CFD 2018-02 Public Services District. This is also located on Wilson Avenue and introduced by our Director of Finance Director, Matthew Shank, but looks like it's going to be Dulce.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. This item is for another annexation for the same project I previously presented on. Therefore, we request to please follow the same procedure as the previous item. Thank you.
Thank you. Council, anybody have any questions, clarifications? All right, going to open up the public hearing. Madam Clerk, do we have any requests to speak?
No, sir.
Anybody in the audience wishing to speak on this item? Councilman Rabb, Garden Grove, anybody?
Nobody here.
All right, we're going to close the public hearing. I'll call for a motion on the first resolution. I have a motion by Councilwoman Rogers, second by Mayor Pro Tem Nava. Please call roll call vote.
Councilmember Corona,
Yes.
Councilmember Rab,
Yes.
Councilmember Rogers,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Nava,
Yes.
Mayor Vargas.
Yes,
5-0, motion approved.
thank you. Madam Clerk, can you open the ballot, please?
Community Facilities District Number 2018-02, Public Services District of the City of Paris, Annexation Number 18, Special Tax and Appropriations Limit Election. The ballot is marked yes.
Thank you. Okay, I'm now looking for a motion on the second resolution. I have a motion by Mayor Pro Tem Nava, second by Councilwoman Rogers. Please call a vote.
Councilmember Corona,
Yes.
Councilmember Rab,
Yes.
Councilmember Rogers,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Nava,
Yes.
Mayor Vargas.
Yes.
5-0, motion approved.
Thank you. All right, 11D is consideration to adopt proposed resolution next in order, a proposed specific plan amendment to update the Green Valley specific plan for consistency with the Paris Valley Airport Land Use Compatibility Plan and adopting the addendum to the final environmental impact report for the Green Valley specific plan, and introduce the first reading of proposed ordinance number, which is next in order, approving specific plan amendment 21-05125. The Green Valley specific plan is generally located north of Watson Road, east of the San Jacinto River, and south of Case Road. This is going to be introduced by our Director of Development Services, Mr. Kenneth Fung.
Honorable Mayor, this item will be presented by our Senior Planner, Nathan Perez.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, members of the City Council, tonight we have before you the Green Valley Specific Plan Amendment Number 2, which was recommended for approval by the Planning Commission on April 5th. The Green Valley Specific Plan is located in the southern portion of Paris along the City of Menifee city limits, located north along Etenac Road, east of Getz Road, south of Case Road, and also west of the I-215 freeway. If you look at the aerial, most of the specific plan is currently undeveloped, with the exception of 2 track maps that are located along Etenac Road and Green Valley Parkway. KB Homes has recently completed construction, and Richmond American Homes is actually near completion of construction. If you look at Phase 2, it actually has 2 areas. The bigger area is along the central core of the specific plan, and also that small little red box is actually another portion located at the northeast corner of Getz Road and Etenac Road. Also, some noteworthy surrounding land uses. The specific plan is located south of South Paris Metrolink Station and also located south of the Paris Valley Airport. So some background information about the Green Valley Specific Plan. It was adopted in 1990, 33 years ago. And since then, Phase 1A and Phase 1B was approved in 2020, most recently. And now the applicant is requesting approval of Phase 2, which includes updating the land use map, circulation plan, and also pedestrian bicycle lanes within the specific plan. And I'll talk a little bit more in the next couple slides. So the first amendment is the land use map. On the left-hand side is the current land use map that's currently adopted, and on the right-hand side is what's being proposed. If you look at the arrow, the applicant's rezoning residential areas to open space to conform with the Paris Valley Airport Land Use Compatibility Plan. And those areas per the Paris Valley Airport Compatibility Plan need to be open. You just can't have airplanes flying over residential neighborhoods. The second component is to include 359 dwelling units lost from previous phases into Planning Area 30, which is shown on the right portion of the slide, to comply with Senate Bill 330. And then lastly is to realign the zoning boundaries of Planning Area 13A and Planning Area 13B, which is located at the northeast corner of Getz and Ethanak Road, which is shown on the little red box. The second component is updating the circulation plan update to include Loop Road, which is a 66-foot collector. And the Loop Road is shown on the exhibit as the green lines. And Loop Road will actually connect to a viable segment of Green Valley Parkway to pretty much provide 2 points of access to all future residential development located west of Murrieta Road. Also, the specific plan amendment will actually update all the internal trails, pedestrian walkways, bike lanes within the specific plan to be consistent with the 2013 Paris Trails Master Plan and also 2020 Paris Active Transportation Plan. And it will create a network of different bike lanes and also pedestrian connectivity throughout the whole specific plan, and also connect to the Paris Metrolink station to the north. Also, the other purpose is to also let future developers know what their obligation is to construct these facilities as development comes in. So before I conclude my presentation, I'd like to let the council know that there isn't any physical development proposed as part of the specific plan amendment. It's just to update it to be consistent with the Paris Valley Airport, the Paris Trails Master Plan, and also the Paris ATP Plan. Also, we received an errata from the applicant, Mr. Nick Johnson, errata for the Green Valley Specific Plan Amendment Number 2 and Addendum EIR, and which is before you. And it's just clarifying, it's pretty much just for cleanup items before you. So in conclusion, the Planning Commission on April 5th recommended that the City Council adopt resolution next in order to adopt the addendum of the final environmental impact report, and also introduce the first reading of ordinance number approving specific plan amendment 2105125 and making the findings in support thereof. This concludes my presentation. The applicant is also here to answer any questions you might have for him, and he also has a presentation that he would like to provide to the council.
Can you go a little more, I mean, we just got this document. What is this? Can you explain it a little bit more?
So essentially, these are just corrections, just for house cleaning items. There were just a couple of changes that needed to be clarified and also corrected.
When you say a couple of pages, I have, I mean, there's one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages here. I mean, what are we looking at that's been changed? Do we need to take a break here?
So essentially, all the changes have to do with planning area 13A and 13B. If you look at the top of the table, it's just pretty much adjusting the acreages throughout the whole specific plan document.
Mayor, just when they went through the specific plan, the accounting for acreages were a little bit off. So because of the acreage a little off, they had to go through all the different exhibits. So they had to just change the acreage number. So that's the main crux of the changes.
So all the changes are listed on page 1 at top,
Correct.
this document we received.
Yes, it's just a quick summary of it.
Okay. And does anybody have any questions on this document?
Just minor changes. Oh, David,
Okay.
did David get the document?
I don't have the document. Is there a way maybe we can email it to me real quick or?
Who's got it?
Let's see here.
Well, let me take a break. We can email it to him, or we could,
Probably take a photo of it and just send it. If it's only the first page.
yeah, we'll send it to you. Give us
Or
a,
take,
5 in the front.
Do you have it on your email? There, you have it? If you have it on your email, just do it now.
So the city clerk actually sent it to Councilman Rab.
Just now? City clerk's office just sent it to you.
Need a minute to look.
I just got a notification. Let me bring it up real quick.
All right, let's go ahead and take a 5-minute break. I don't like things being dropped off at the beginning of a meeting and when there's a 6-page document, and we're supposed to just accept this. So we're gonna adjourn, not adjourn, but take a break for 5 minutes.
5-minute recess.
Yeah, let's just make it a call time. It's 7:25 now, so let's call it for 7:35. Come back in 10.
It was the applicant's fault. We threw a wrench in the.
I forgot how. All right, it's been 10 minutes exactly. We're ready to reconvene here. I think we all got this understanding now. David, are you good? Okay.
Yes.
Just for future reference, guys, when you throw something on our desk at the time of meeting, we got to get a little briefing on this. All right. Leaving it back to you now, wherever we left off.
Oh, recommendation, okay. So the Plan Commission recommended that the City Council adopt resolution next in order, to adopt the addendum to the final environmental impact report for the Green Valley, and also introduce the first reading of ordinance number next in order, approving the specific plan amendment 21-05125. So this concludes my presentation. The applicant's here to answer any questions, and also he has a presentation for the council.
Well, if you have a presentation, then why don't you go ahead and give that presentation, then we can start the questions.
Let's see, oh, there we go. Yeah, they're pulling it up. Perfect. Thanks, Nathan. Mr. Mayor, council members, Nick Johnson, here representing the Green Valley project. Also with me tonight is Matt Villalobos, owner of Green Valley Properties, and here to talk to you a little bit about the project, but also to really say thank you to a lot of folks. This is the culmination of a lot of work by a lot of folks along the way to bring together what is really a cleanup of an ongoing project that we've been working on now for many years. So this is all about live, work, play Paris. And as we've talked about many times, this development is really bringing together all the planning work from the city to bring this community together as a whole and really connect it, bringing together the lifestyle that we can offer there with parks and trails and baseball, soccer, athletics as part of this. And the best part about is it's in construction now. As Nathan mentioned to you, KB Homes tract is already sold out. The Richmond American first tract is already sold out, and they've started their second tract. Already have 11 sales just over the last month or so. TriPoint is working on getting their grading permit. So this is in action. This is being built in the city right now. And as you heard from Nathan also, this is really bringing together a lot of cleanup of the specific plan that is over 30 years old, a lot of work to be able to bring this together. This is kind of like the in the weeds, making sure that the document really reflects what we want it to be for the future of Green Valley going forward. So it includes the land use plan update, the circulation element update to comply with state law. And also bringing forward and connecting with all the city's bikes and trails plans as well. So it really brings these parts and pieces together of the city and makes them a whole. Nathan pointed out to you that this was an over 30-year-old plan. It originally started and had a very early start to that process, but then was basically set aside. And when Raintree Development came to work with the city to begin to revision the plan, we started to really begin the development and the modern side of Green Valley Plan. And so what we saw a couple years ago was working with you to put together the first 2 phases that you see now built and occupied. We have members of the community here who actually are living there and enjoying the community now. And this phase 2 is really bringing, again, parts and pieces together so that we can meet state law. SB 330 requires us to ensure that we're not losing housing as part of your housing element and meeting your RHNA goals. This is a major part of achieving those goals, while also ensuring that we can meet all the flood control requirements, begin to plan for schools within the site, be compatible with the Airport Land Use Commission for Paris Valley Airport as well, and then also ensuring that we're protecting the habitat along the San Jacinto River as well. So this really is the culmination of this modern planning effort for Green Valley, a really 8-year effort that includes all of these stakeholders. So internal to the city, almost every department of the city has been a part of this planning process. External stakeholders, Riverside County Flood, the Airport Land Use Commission, Paris Valley Airport owners, Western Riverside County RCA, the school district, City of Menifee, adjacent landowners, all these folks coming together with your staff, working with us to really bring this together. And it's really a crowning achievement for this planning process. And so we're here tonight really to answer any questions that you might have. Planning Commission really went through this in detail. I know you had the errata sheet come forward. They're a 30-year-old plan, making sure that we take a hand-drawn plan and get it to modern standards and make sure all those corrections are in place and all the T's are crossed and all the I's are dotted, and that's essentially what you got this evening. So we apologize for the lateness of that, at the same time making sure that this plan, when we take it forward, is something that when none of us are here and it's still being implemented, it's still, everybody can look back to these documents and ensure that what we envision for it actually gets built. So thank you for your time tonight. Happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Nick. Council, anybody have any questions for clarifications?
Yes, I do.
Councilman Corona?
Thank you for the presentation, Mr. Johnson. I know we're bringing this item to be compatible with the Paris Valley Airport land use. Have we reached out to them? Do they have any comments on this, or?
So we fully took it through their hearing process. We actually went to the Airport Land Use Commission back in April of last year and did a full hearing with it, ensured that the plan actually is compatible with the Airport Land Use Compatibility Plan for Paris Valley Airport, and the project was found consistent. And their conditions that are really just ensuring that we follow their plan are also included within the overall conditions associated with the city's plan as well.
Okay, great. But what about specifically the Paris Valley Airport?
So
have we talked to the Canastra family?
We have. So we've been working with them throughout the entire process and ensuring that as we plan facilities that they've been very instrumental in that airport land use compatibility plan. And so following that plan, and one of the biggest things, so the parks and open space that are set aside as part of this are a major part of ensuring that we've set back and we're not developing housing adjacent to the areas where the airplanes are flying, and also ensuring that we're not creating noise problems and future noise problems, and that we're truly compatible between what the airport is doing operationally as well as what we're building in the community.
Okay, great. So are they in support of this?
I believe they are. They have said, they continue to work with us. It's an ongoing working relationship
Okay.
with them. They never take anything for granted that we're doing, and they're always wanting to see exactly what we do. So we work closely with them, communicate with them. I think staff communicates with them on a regular basis as well. So that's an ongoing conversation with them.
Okay, great. I think they're just maybe I don't want to say skeptical, but they're very careful and for being part of here and they've been here so long, it's very important that we ensure their viability for decades to come. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Councilman Rab? How about anybody? Nobody out there from Garden Grove?
Nope, no comments.
All right. Councilwoman Rogers?
Nick, on the Phase 2, how many total homes are planned for that phase again?
Actually, I have to go back to remember. I think there's total of 4,210 in the entire development, and then Phase 2 is 1,756 homes as part of that overall developable area. Now, that's over a very large area, so 289 acres of development that also includes commercial development in there as well.
So there'll be an additional 1,700 homes?
Correct.
Because then our numbers for the next 7 years was over 7,000.
Exactly,
so-
big part of that. The key point here too is that the original specific plan was 4,210, and we exactly get 4,210 homes produced out of the overall specific plan, again, in compliance with SB 330 to keep the city in compliance with it.
Okay, thank you.
How many homes are we at right now that have been completed,
That is a
I don't
really
wanna
good
test you.
question. Yeah.
Ballpark?
310.
Oh, we got a ways to go.
We've got a ways to go.
Okay.
And granted, this is one of the things, the housing market obviously over the last 9 to 10 months has definitely taken a slowdown as rates reset, but we're already seeing that market begin, as the need is there, and there is certainly the need, we're seeing that market continue on. The builders are still out there going. We always have to be cautious in that situation, but at the same time, the builders are moving forward. This kind of planning work is critical, so as those rates begin to ease and the market continues to develop, that we're there and ready to build those homes and be ready to build the community.
Okay, great. All right. Anybody else with questions? I think we're all good. Thank you, Nick.
Thank you.
Okay, at this time, I'm going to open up the public hearing. Madam Clerk, do we have any requests to speak?
No, sir.
And you're good in Garden Grove, correct?
Good here.
Anybody in the audience wishing to speak on this particular item? Okay, I'm going to close the public hearing. I'm going to call for a motion on the resolution and the first reading of the ordinance. I have a motion by Councilwoman Rogers, second by Mayor Pro Tem Nava. Please call a vote.
Councilmember Corona?
Yes.
Councilmember Rab?
Yes.
Councilmember Rogers?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Nava?
Yes.
Mayor Vargas?
Yes.
5-0, motion approved.
Thank you. Item 12 is business items not requiring a public hearing. 12A is consideration to receive and file clarification of truck travel exceptions under the truck route ordinance for non-industrial deliveries. This will be introduced by our Director of Development Services, Kenneth Fung.
Good evening, Mayor and members of the City Council. This is a request by the Council at the March 14th Council meeting, just to request if there's any exceptions for non-industrial deliveries. And so this is the purpose of this presentation. Just to go back on the record, when we adopted the truck route update back in 2021, we did include an exception. Those exceptions do allow for non-industrial deliveries such as agriculture, commercial retail such as a grocery store, and for any remodel project that might need lumber to do like such things as an ADU. So those exceptions were created, so just want to bring back and let you know that those exceptions are there. This is just to kind of address, hey, what if they don't go within the truck route area, which is kind of the map here highlighting the truck route, which is in blue. In conclusion, staff recommends that the council to receive and file this information. And at this point, if there's any questions that you may have.
Thank you. Council, anybody have any questions? David, get out there.
Good.
All right. City Clerk, do we have any public requests to speak?
No, sir.
Anybody in the audience wishing to speak on this item? Hearing or seeing none? Thank you very much for the information. Item 13, council communications. Councilwoman Rogers?
I just want to thank staff for doing an excellent job with our annual health fair. It was very well attended. It seems like we had more vendors and booths than ever before, so it's grown by leaps and bounds. And the raffle prizes were exceptional as always. And I think the city really turned out for that event, so it was well done. And I thank all of the volunteers, including our own YAC members, for participating in it. And then last Friday, I did attend the funeral for Dion Mitchell, brother of Andre Mitchell, on behalf of the city, and gave your condolences to the family, to the Mitchell family. And that's all I have.
Thank you. Councilman Rab?
Yes, I would like to echo Councilwoman Rogers' sentiments regarding the health fair as well. Attended event, well-planned event. I'd like to thank city staff and volunteers for putting on, once again, a great event. Also like to thank city staff for coordinating me appearing virtually pursuant to the law. I'm at a work-related conference here in Orange County, which is really not that far mileage-wise, but since it starts tomorrow, I had opted to get a room out here versus trying to get up and head out to 4 a.m. So I want to thank staff for coordinating and getting that agenda posted and everything. So that concludes my comments for today.
Thank you. Councilman Corona?
Thank you, Mayor. I too want to thank our staff for doing such a wonderful job on the entire health fair and the whole days of events. From the 5K, I did participate in the 5K. I think it's probably the 5th year in a row or so. Just a great event. Everyone felt safe. All the volunteers were doing such a wonderful job. So a special thanks to the staff for making sure everyone was safe, going in the right direction. With the sheriffs for doing a great job on organizing it as well, and then for our volunteers. The only issue that I had, it was the for the awards. They gave top 3 awards to the top runners. Well, like most races, it went to all 3 males, right? So I know I brought it up last year, so I'm gonna say it again. We need to do separate events for females. It's important that they too to get recognized for their efforts in doing that too. But other than that, it was a great event, great music, great food, just great event. I did attend the SoCal Air Show, the return of the SoCal Air Show on behalf of the city. The city is a proud sponsor, so just being proud to attend that event. I did take my son, so we were just looking at all the jets and all the planes and the super large C5 and just a sense of pride for American for our military, and then also for our American engineering that we have. It's just like a wonder where you can see the old planes and you see the new planes, and you just see how we've evolved. Just a great event through and through. On Sunday, April 23rd, just recently, was the 30th anniversary since labor leader and civil rights activist Cesar Chavez passed away. Our own library was named after him in honor of the activism and change that he fought for, including right here in Paris. On that note, next year is going to be the 30th anniversary of our library, so I want to ask staff that we look into finding ways to honor him during the 30th anniversary of our library. I know the Parks and Rec has something coming up, but if we could look at the staff, just kind of a plan ahead on that. I was saddened to hear about the passing of Dolores Gonzalez. She was a product and contributor of the Paris community as a whole. You know, she grew up here. She went to schools here. She went to elementary all the way to high school, and then she stayed here and raised her own family here, 4 children in this very own city of ours. And she also worked as an educator in our schools here in the city of Paris. She was very vocal and opinionated, which I'm sure came from her mother, for Barbara Gonzalez, and which she also passed on to her children in trying to improve our community. Which one of her sons has also contributed in being an engineer and has done work for our very own city. So if we could close this meeting in honor of Dolores Gonzalez. Thank you, Mayor.
Mayor Pro Tem.
Thank you, Mayor. I too would like to highlight the 2023 Health Fair. I have had the opportunity to participate over several years, and it just seems that every year it keeps getting better and better. So a great thank you to our city staff and all who were involved. I received great feedback from our residents who just mentioned what a great event and how organized it was. So I'd like to just give my kudos to that. And then also the mayor and I participated in the second annual Paris Union High School District Recognition Gala, which basically thanks their volunteers and parents for what they do for their students. And there were some great speakers, so it was great to be involved in that event. And then I also participated in the groundbreaking with the mayor and city staff for September's Tap Room and Eatery. It's a sit-down restaurant that's coming next door to Corky, so that's something that I know myself and the residents are truly looking forward to. They had some renderings there displayed, so it looks like it's going to be a really neat restaurant with some outside indoor seating. So really looking forward to that being. They have a tentative date for opening this year, actually in the fall, so it's coming up pretty quickly. So looking forward to visiting that. And those are all the comments I have for tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, they all covered pretty much everything I did, so I'm just going to highlight a couple of things. But I did, too, participate in the 5K run. I blew the starting horns. That's a job. And I ducked out of the way of the powder. The colors. But no, it was a great event, and thank you again, staff, for everybody. Community services, public works, police, everybody was involved. So the only thing outside of everything else that everybody mentioned already, it's another saddened day that we lost another deputy, Deputy Andrew Davidson, who passed away from a vehicle accident today, off duty in Riverside. So that being said, I will add more information on that when we adjourn. At this time, I'll call on item 14 for our city manager's report.
Thank you, Mayor. I have one item. The city will be hosting its first annual Cinco de Mayo Festival on Saturday, May 6th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on the City Hall campus. The event is free. There will be live music, entertainment. Also, there will be a salsa competition. So if you'd like to enter, you can register at the Civic Rec webpage. Thank you. For the competition, for the salsa. Dip. Salsa, yes. Thank you for clarifying. Salsa.
She's dancing and he's eating.
Wait a minute.
So we're gonna.
Both? Or dancing? The salsa dip, okay, yes. Salsa dip. Salsa dip.
All right.
Salsa dip.
And also the.
You can dance too if you'd like. You can dance with your salsa. Yes.
Well, depending on how hot it is, you might start dancing. I want to clarify, we're going to have food trucks there? Okay. I got to go back to my comments. I wanted to echo on Councilman Corona's. It shouldn't, it not only about men and women receiving, but it should be age brackets too. Because obviously, I'm sure we have middle-aged students that are running and they can't compete with our seniors, high school seniors, I mean.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know, we need to expand on that, okay, and do it for both the women and men. All right. You're done, City Manager?
Yes.
Okay, so item 15 brings us to adjournment, and unfortunately, I've got 3 items today. One, we basically heard about 2 of them so far, but we are going to adjourn in memory of Christopher Ryan Miracle, the grandson of Marwan Alabasi, one of our biggest, one of our big developers here in our city who passed away. His grandson passed away on April 14th. I mentioned Deputy Andrew Davidson, who passed away today, April 24th, 2023. And now we're adding Dolores Gonzalez, who I'm not sure, do you know the day she passed away? Okay, just get back to me with that in my office for that. But we'll add Dolores Gonzalez also, that we're adjourning in memory of. Thank you, everybody. Have a good evening. Stay cool. It's getting a little warm. We are adjourned.